Hey everyone, it's Anthony here at Talk and Review. It's been a minute since my last review and I can only apologise for that. Took a few weeks, what feels like forever now actually, just to kind of reset, just kind of get away from pretty much everything and just kind of sort myself out. But I'm back, I'm fine, there's no issues, and I'm ready to roll. And we're back today with our first of our brand new series of Ultra Cheapies. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reviewing fragrances that are considered, well, what I would consider as Ultra Cheapies. Now these fit into the category of any fragrance that is priced £20 or less, and that's what I would consider as an Ultra Cheapie. So let's go. But quickly before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell to get notifications of any videos that we drop in the future as well. Let's get to it. So today is going to be a review of a fragrance that was kindly sent to us from the wonderful people over at Lauren J. Paris. So the first one we're going to be looking at today is a fragrance from the house of Chatler. Now they are predominantly clones or interpretations of, and it is, get the light there, Inversus Aqua. Now you can already guess, based upon the name alone, what this is going to be an interpretation of. So let's just take a quick look at the box. Nothing too special here, just some kind of logo here with the name of the fragrance on it, the ingredients, and actually the notes on the back, which I quite appreciate. I quite like looking at the notes on a box if and when they do have them there. Other than that, just the logo on top, nothing else to kind of really be shouting about in terms of the box. Getting into the bottle itself, nothing really quite fancy about the bottle. It is a frosted glass kind of look with a blue juice or a liquid inside of it with the same kind of logo on here as is on the box. Cap, plastic black cap, could probably squash it with a good squeeze. One of the things that I really like is the sprayer and the atomizer. It's a real big mist. I'll give you an example if you can see it, but it's really quite a wide spray, which I quite like. I don't really like it when you get those like really narrow ones and it kind of leaves like this really wet patch on your neck or your arm or wherever you're spraying it. Quite like a wide sprayer. So a bit of admin before we get into what the fragrance smells like. You can purchase this from the Lauren J. Paris website for $11.99, I believe it is, for 100ml. So as I mentioned before, ultra cheap. I'll leave all links in the description below so you can get your hands on this should you want to off the back of this review. So I suppose we should probably talk about what it actually smells like. It's unmistakably a clone of Inversus Aqua, unmistakably. Once you smell it straight away, you know that's exactly what it is. In terms of similarity, it's pretty close, I'm not going to lie. Last time I smelled Inversus Aqua was a good year or so ago, but from what I can remember, it's pretty close. The most noticeable thing is the initial blast of kind of like yuzu and grapefruit that you get that is synonymous with Inversus Aqua, and then it kind of blends into that kind of like sea saltiness kind of vibe to it with the real sweetness behind it. Like I said, unmistakably Inversus Aqua. So anyone that knows what Inversus Aqua smells like, it's very youthful, very bubblegummy, very sweet, and it has this kind of slight saltiness to this one. I don't know whether or not you get that from the original, but you definitely get that from this. In terms of longevity, yeah, this one's struggling, I'm afraid. This one is probably a good 3 hours on me. After the 3-4 hour mark, it's really faint on the skin. That being said, you can afford to overspray on this one because the opening isn't too kind of offensive in terms of how loud it is, which is really nice. But if you want to kind of like make it last longer, obviously you'll probably need to spray more. So if you are going to want to get a full day's wearing out of this, you are going to need to top it up throughout the day wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Who does this appeal to? Because of how sweet it is and because of the similarity to Inversus Aqua, this is for me, this is a teenager, early 20s kind of vibe. That's the kind of market I think this would fall into. In terms of where you would use it and how you would use it, this is a perfect kind of like after gym fragrance for me. After your gym, you come home, you have a shower, you bang this on. It's only going to last 3-4 hours anyway in the evening, so depending on what time you're there, by the time you go to bed, it's probably going to be gone anyway. So this is like a perfect kind of like after gym fragrance for me. So I suppose the real question is whether or not you like Inversus Aqua, because if you do, you're going to like this. Now, the longevity would be a problem if it weren't for the fact that this was $11.99 for 100ml. I'm not going to argue over the fact that this only lasts 4 hours maximum when I'm paying 12 quid for a full bottle. If I'm paying 12 quid for a full bottle, I'm expecting to have to respray it throughout the day if I want to get a full use out of it. That's just my mentality over it. So in terms of affordability, this is great. In terms of scent profile, if you like Inversus Aqua, this is great. In terms of longevity, not that fantastic, but you get what you pay for. But me being in the camp of I quite like the smell of Inversus Aqua, this is something that I'm probably going to be reaching for in the summer a little bit more. I think more kind of like towards summer evening more than anything, simply because it's not going to last all day, and if I'm out, I'm not going to be wanting to wear it. So summer evening, after I've got home, I've washed the day off of me, this is going to be perfect for the summer evening, for just chilling out, especially when it's still warm throughout the night. This is going to be perfect, and I know that by the time I go to bed, it's probably going to be gone off me as well. So I think for me, that's when it hits perfectly for when I want to wear this. So overall, for how cheap it is, I actually think this is really, really good value for money. It is something I would recommend, but only to those that I know that like this scent profile. I'm not going to go, oh, by the way, try this if I know you don't like Inversus Aqua, because there's no point, because it does smell very, very similar. So that covers the review for Inversus Aqua for Men by Chatler. Again, massive thank you to everyone over at Lauren J. Paris for gifting us this for review. Really, really appreciate it. And remember, this is going to be the first in our Ultra Cheapies review. So if you like Ultra Cheapies, stay tuned. Have you tried this fragrance before? If you have, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, and we would love it if you would consider subscribing to the channel for future content as well. But until the next time, peace!